Sign up today for a 7-day free trial at alerts.chartguys.com. Crypto friends battling a little bit of sickness, but that's not going to stop the charts. So we have a daily higher low is what we're looking for on Bitcoin. And we're starting to get to a point where we're scouting for that. Reason being, this bear break on the hourly time frame getting no follow through. So here on the hourly, we had a double bottom. We had a bear break straight into a bounce. It's still trying to hold as support. Sideways trading. This is not something I will act on. This is something telling me pay attention because we could see the bears exhausted and a short-term shift in momentum, which would give us our daily higher low. We're also watching the 4-hour exponential resistance. We've rejected the last 3, you could call it 5 times. And until we get over that level, our daily higher low has not been set. So bears are still comfortable in that regard. And we are patiently waiting for that daily higher low. For me personally, I'm not looking for any entries right now. And that's because we are likely, in my opinion, to trade within this tightening daily range for the week. And we're looking for a higher low to form sometime in the next couple of days. And even if it does form, I would then be patiently watching for a lower high to then form. So I have no rush to establish a position, and I'm patiently waiting for a more clear, longer-term setup before I make an entry. I think the last time we checked in with the public videos, I was still in a position. I got stopped out here before the top was set. This fake out got me where I stopped out. We did get a higher high, and it was very easy for me to not have FOMO and not want to chase, essentially. And I did that by looking at the daily time frame and pulling it to the 2-day chart and saying, well, we're just looking for a daily lower high. This bounce is doing nothing. It's on declining bull volume. If you're looking for anti-FOMO, zoom out. Usually you're going to feel FOMO if you're zoomed in. But when you're in a daily and a weekly downtrend, I had no rush to re-enter a position. In that scenario, I say, they tricked me, got stopped out just before the bulls showed back up. That tells us the bulls were still healthy. Yes, I missed a few percent to the upside, but here I am, exited back to all cash and in a better spot than I would have been had I still been in that position. So that's where I stand overall, patiently waiting for daily clarity and a daily tightening range. ETH/USD holding on a bit better. And we can say that because we haven't broken the low yet of yesterday, whereas Bitcoin already did. And we look at the ETH/BTC chart, and it's green the past couple days. Keep in mind, bigger picture, we are looking for a weekly equilibrium to potentially form here where we have our low, high, higher low, lower high, and the bulls are trying to hold 1891 support. We dropped down to 1974, and now we need a daily trend change. Hold the low, break the lower highs. That would give us our weekly higher low, and that would give us the setup to be watching for this tightening pattern to break sometime end of December or early January. We're going to have our attention on that because, again, I've been trading Bitcoin recently as a bull, but I will switch to trading Ethereum if that weekly chart changes its trend. So Ethereum is looking for the daily higher low just like Bitcoin, 4-hour time frame, trying to hold 145.97, but the bulls would have to get over 152.67 to change the 4-hour trend. Definitely tied to what Bitcoin is doing, but holding on a bit better. Checking in on Litecoin. Litecoin is a bit weaker, pulling back. 42.16 is the must-hold level, the 4-hour time frame. Anything under 44, make that 48.05, is just a lower high. So a very clear 4-hour downtrend at this point. And the LTC-BTC chart just continues to be all bear. And we're heading down to a lack of support. 5991 is the lowest price we've seen on any of this consolidation. And that's the only support level that's left. So the bears are very comfortable with LTC-BTC, with LTC-USD, and it's a kind of scenario right now where I would be looking at Litecoin as a bearish name if I were looking for bearish entries. Of course, at this point, a little bit late on the daily time frame, having already consolidated for multiple days. Bulls must hold 42.16, and then we look back to resistance at 49.36, and again, watching for the potential of a tightening daily range into this weekend. XRP/USD, pulling back, same scenario. 20 cents is our support. Resistance is 23.23, and the bulls are looking for a daily higher low compared to 20 cents, but it won't mean anything unless we change the daily trend, get over exponential resistance, and get over 23.23. 4-hour time frame, clear downtrend, and testing the lows of current consolidation right now. BNB USDT, also similar to Ethereum in the sense that we haven't broken the low of yesterday yet. So 1388 is support, resistance is 1630, and the bulls need to hold 1388 and break 1630 to change this daily trend. Otherwise, the bears will keep the downtrend in their favor, and overall, this is certainly not a very convincing bounce. Again, you look at the 2-day time frame, and you could certainly call that a 2-day bear flag. When you look at the size of the bounce compared to where we came from, that is a very weak bounce. Bigger picture. Link is the weakest name on our list today. 203 is the low. We're already down testing that level. We bounced off of 205 so far, but much closer to breaking support than any name we just looked at. Resistance now is 237, and we know that on any bounce, anything under 237 keeps the bears in complete control. Weekly time frame, we're going to be looking for a weekly higher low compared to 144, but there is no sign of that higher low being set just yet. MATIC BTC still has the attention for the volatility, and we finally did break the pattern of a higher low every day. We're going to look at both the Bitcoin and the US dollar pairing, but it's a higher low every single day. For the last 10 days, we broke that pattern, but the bears are not getting follow through. It's a 4-hour downtrend, and the bulls, if they can hold 341 and break 37, that's a 4-hour trend change, and that's a possible daily bull flag. It's a scenario with a 4-hour change in trend and a lack of bear follow through, so zoom out, look for a flag, and that is a bull flag possible. Bears have to break 341 to try and keep that. More significant consolidation, but bulls in control, and the US dollar pairing looks similar, a little bit weaker, though not by much. 4-hour time frame, again, trend change, not a ton of follow through. I would say the Bitcoin pairing is just a little bit stronger, and the bulls want to hold 246 and see a break of 27 to change the 4-hour trend and set that daily higher low. So not a whole lot to report on. Again, just waiting for the daily tightening range. Our top has certainly been set at this point. Bounce players taking profit, and its potential to reload and use the recent low as a stop. We would have to change the daily time frame to see any kind of weekly bounce take place. Certainly worth paying attention to, but again, I'm in no rush to be doing anything in the cryptocurrency space as long as we are within the range of the bounce to this point. So hope you had a good weekend. Happy holidays to those in the US. And we will check back in once we get some volatility. How are we going to end the year? Weak or strong? Honestly, I don't guess, but it's the kind of scenario where we're looking for a monthly high or low, but we're in a weekly and a daily downtrend. So the short to mid-term time frames are telling us bears. The longer term time frame is telling me keep an eye out for bulls. So they're definitely conflicting each other, but the short term is going to override the longer term for me, because I'm a shorter term trader, and I'm patiently waiting for at least a daily trend change to increase the odds that a monthly high or low has been set. Do good things.
Hey guys, could you not do that to my plants, please? Hey guys.